Hallöchen, my lovelies. It's another voiceover, and I know those are rare. Yeah, I'm late with another fusion, as you may or may not have noticed. And I decided to do a voiceover because I want to talk a bit about this fusion, and I have a thing I wanted to sort of announce, sort of ask you guys. So, yeah, here we are. I'm sorry that this fusion is late, just as some of you may have noticed by my choice of music for the videos. I am a K-pop fan and I'm part of the K-pop community and a very important person from a very important and amazing boy group committed suicide on Monday, and that was really devastating, and I'm still not feeling too well because of it. And yeah, so this fusion is a bit late because of that. Yeah, this fusion between Sapphire and Pearl, labradorite, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Fun fact, this is actually the first Steven Universe fusion I ever did. Before I upload my first Mashup Monday, if you follow me on DeviantArt or just check my DeviantArt, you will see that this is the first Steven Universe fan art I uploaded and the first fusion. Or I'm pretty sure it's the first fan art I uploaded, but it's definitely the first fusion I ever did. And yeah, I picked the gem labradorite back then for Sapphire and Pearl. On the one hand, because of the color scheme, it has a lot of colors which are similar to Pearl's coloration. And it still includes the black, and the colors are kind of softened, so it's a pretty nice stone for Sapphire and Pearl, I think. And I also picked the stone because I remember that it was described as a mind stone, if I'm not mistaken, and I just looked up some of the different meaning things for labradorite. And one of them is, let me cite, wearing or carrying labradorite allows one's innate magical powers to surface. It enhances the mental and intuitive abilities of clairvoyance, telepathy, prophecy, and coincidence control. So yeah, I think that's a pretty fitting gemstone for a Pearl and Sapphire fusion by that description alone, and yeah, I really like that. Labradorite is actually, I really like this fusion. You can see the first version of her down in the corner by my little Sapphire and Pearl references. And as you can see, I changed the design around a bit. I decided to go with long straight hair instead of short curly hair because I continuously do this thing where I have a Pearl and another character fusion and I always give them short hair, and I just want to change that because I tend to do that, and I thought, okay, how about I switch it around and use Sapphire's hair length and the straightness of Pearl's hair, so we have long straight hair. And yeah, as you can see, I also changed a bit from the original fusion's outfit and the colors in general. I add this little cape thingy around the shoulders because I just felt like it and I thought it would look cute and kind of represent Sapphire's puffy shoulder thingies. And I also added little oh, I don't know what they're called in English, those little wait, let me look it up. In German it's called Rüschen. Quills to quill fabric, frills, that's the frills, ruffles, yeah, that's the correct word. I had those little frilly ruffle thingies at the top of her stockings, not stockings, but like long socks basically, because I thought it would look cute as well. And I don't know, whenever I do a Pearl fusion, I want it to look a little bit more frilly and pretty and stuff like that, because that's what pearls are supposed to look like, and our Pearl had a look like that in the past, and I just like to bring that in. and Sapphire has a very nice and pretty look as well, so I thought I'd combine that a bit, and so I brought those little frilly thingies in. Yeah, what else? There's not much else to say about this fusion. I think it is sort of stable, I guess. I mean, it has 3 arms and 4 hands, as you can see, which is, well, which means it's definitely not the most stable fusion, but it's not an unstable fusion per se. I think it's solid. And I mean, she walks on 2 legs and has normal proportions, and the only thing missing is a nose, so I think it's a pretty stable fusion. Yeah, and the little announcement thing I want to talk about is, as you may or may not have noticed, I am very close to 200 subscribers, and I've been thinking about doing a live stream for a while now, because I always wanted to try it, but I wasn't sure whether I want to do it or not, and whether I want to do it for a Mashup Monday or not, and I thought by the time I hit 200 subscribers, I want to stream one of the Mashup Mondays. So let's say I hit the 200 subscriber mark before next Monday. Then I would stream the next Mashup Monday. I would not only live stream it, I would also upload the video later in the normal format, because I personally hate it when so one of the artists I follow live streams and I'm missing the live stream and I want to watch what they were drawing, but it's, I don't know, a 6-hour long live stream, and YouTube only allows me to like double the speed, so it would still be a 3-hour video, and I don't have time for that. So yeah, I'll still upload the speed paint of that video later on. So yeah, I would very much like to know what you guys think about that idea, about the live stream idea, and whether you would watch it or not, whether you would prefer it if I did it on Sunday rather than Monday, because more of you had time then. So yeah, it would be great if you left me any comments about that and gave me feedback about that. And yeah, I guess maybe doing it next week isn't ideal either, because it's Christmas then. So I don't know, maybe I'll do it later in the new year, because we have Christmas the upcoming weekend, and then we have New Year's Eve and New Year's Day the weekend after that. So maybe I do it in 3 weeks if you guys are up for that. Yeah, so that's it for this video. I think I'll also upload a non-voiceover version of it, because this voiceover has become quite long and some of you maybe don't want to listen to me rambling for 8 minutes. But yeah, that would be it. I hope you all have a great day, night, whatever time it is for you right now, and I love you a lot. Bye bye.